Should be about another 15 seconds. That's coming.
It's not there.
See,
Oh,
coming.
right.
Now look at that.
Coming.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All right, look at it. There they are. All right, there's them. They're people. Let's hit this button and see what happens. Oh, beauty. Welcome to another exciting episode. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to screw with Victoria, as you guys can imagine.
Well, I don't know how you guys do it. I can't find today's show, but that's fine.
All right. So
We're going to wait for 1 second for the song. Won't be long. So who we got? We've got
are you subscribed to us?
Misty.
You are subscribed to us.
I'd hope so. Mrs. Note Taker and 20s Note Taker. They're those troublesome too.
Oh, those troublesome too.
Yes.
All right. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Feel It Real Fun show.
Yeah.
So that may tell you, since you're subscribed, to join the show.
This one.
No. Just wait to see if it does something. So it all depends on how you don't have it set up. So my name is Mr. 2020. Summer's in the waiting room. Let's admit her. So we need a mouse to go with this. Add a mouse in next week.
Yes.
Cool. Apparently there is a chat in the Zoom, which would be really, really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to see that without losing the waiting room, but we'll dick around with that later.
Yes.
Today's a really special day. It is in the United States of America, the 19th of February.
Why is that special?
It's special for a very special reason, but we'll get to that because we're going to say today's show is February the 19th, 2026. Does anyone know why that's really, really cool? Let's click on chat.
For February.
Oh, wow, look at that. Now we can see the chat too. Cool. All right.
Why is the 19th of February really, really cool?
Neville Goddard's birthday. So wherever you're at,
cool.
Yeah, again, feel free, turn your cameras on if you want to. I like seeing people. It's just one of them things they're things.
We do.
I see Maria.
I was saying actually just briefly on last week's show, what I loved was when we had a question from Beth, not like the rest Beth.
Yeah, not like the
when
rest
it was
Beth.
Her question, she went live to sort of, because it's really ace, because when it's your question, we can see you responding live, which we thought, that was loved it, Beth. And Lisa Ann Rock did the same. And it just feels like you're here with your question, asking 20, and we can respond to you. So, yeah, I thought it was really cool.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. So it's Neville Goddard's birthday. Now, do you know there's a date there? July the 20th, 1959. Do you know what that date was? Anybody? Neville Goddard trivia.
Well, July the 20th.
1959.
Did he die on his birthday?
No. That's not even the same day. Victoria's got the attention span of a goldfish, which I think is really handy
Neville's
for manifesting, right?
Yes.
That was the day that he considered his spiritual birthday.
That's right.
So,
so it wasn't his real...
It wasn't the promise.
Yep. So cool. So we don't have sound on, so we can hear you. We'll do that later. But if you would, don't unmute now because we can't hear you. So we'll turn things on later on so we can hear you. But I'm worried about a little bit of reverb.
So why did he decide that was his spiritual birth? Is that when he had his awakening?
We'll just call it that. Keeping it nice and simple.
Like the thing in the back of his head.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
That stuff, right?
Yep. So
so that happened on the 19th of February.
No.
Oh, well, that
was the 20th of July, 1959.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 19th of February he was born. Yeah.
Oh, so the 19th of Feb was his real birthday.
His physical birthday, yes.
19th or 20th of July was when he had his spiritual awakening.
Yeah, let's just say that's what he considered. Yeah, which part February, of the process?
March, April, May, June, July. Okay, it's not 6 months. Let's just double check.
All right. Yes. 1260 days. That's the important thing. But I digress. So we got the cool kids here. We got a couple we can see, which is all right. We appreciate that. We love seeing smiling, happy faces.
Yes.
And oh my God, Cigar Hut has a special going on. That's great.
We don't need to think about that.
Well, don't think about that now. That'll be coming later. So, Victoria,
yes,
we're going to start today with a Neville Goddard quote.
Okay.
Anya's here. This is really, really cool.
All right.
So
no one's chatted anything. Is that right?
Don't know. I'm trying to do the show and figure out the chat all at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
So, and there's your thing. You can get distracted by that.
Oh,
right.
We've got 4 screens. We've got 2 iPads and 2 computers, so that I can go right. I just feel like. Anyway, sorry. All right. So, firstly, Neville's quote.
Yes.
Seeing as it's his birthday. Put it here.
All right. Now I do have access to the chat. So
that's nice being the
I'm just letting you know.
Owner of the Zoom meeting. You have access to it.
That's right.
Sorry. Right. So Neville's quote is, the illusion of the free will to do is but ignorance of the law of assumption upon which all action is based. Everything happens automatically. All that befalls you, all that is done by you happens.
All right, cool. We're going to share some stories today why the Feel It Real Power Pack is only $1 right now, and how to manifest.
It's only because so many of you got it wrong. Probably not the people here, but that's why 20 decided to put this offer up, because it's just like, hang on a minute. You're all going off on all these tangents.
There's a lot of people teaching a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah.
And they're claiming to be Neville Goddard teachers, and they're absolutely fucking clueless. Just saying. So it's like, well, yeah, why don't we just share some Neville? Let's just get it out there. We got a good excuse and a good reason.
Yeah.
So
cool. Right. Excellent. So that was Neville's quote. So we're going to move straight on to the first question.
We're going to do the show. Yes.
We're going to do the show after our theme music.
That's right.
All right. So the first question today is from Pauline in Manifesting Mastery Deluxe. Simple, speedy manifesting and free will.
Yes.
And Pauline asks, how do you manifest a cup of coffee? If everything is from a state of the wish fulfilled, and that state is within you, there is nothing to move on the outside. So how do you manifest coffee?
Cool. This is a great question, because one of the misquotes that I hear constantly sort of goes like this. Neville Goddard said, do nothing. So I'm going to hide under the bed. I'm going to hide under the covers. I'm going to refuse to do any damn thing whatsoever. So let me get this right. So you're imagining having great sex. So what are you imagining? Oh, I'm imagining having great sex. I said, no. You have to have action self-predominant. And what would it be like after? What would imply that you had it? Would you be telling your friends? Would you not be telling your friends? Would you be just sipping a coffee in the morning after? Whatever it is, right? Action is self-predominant. Maria's taking a sip. That's it, right? Oh, baby, right? And so it's that sip, the morning after sip. Now I'll tell you a story about that, because Victoria kissed me one night. Right, we weren't together back then. We were kind of together, right? But I was living in at my sister-in-law's house.
We had twinkly eyes.
And we had twinkly eyes, but we weren't touching yet.
Yeah.
And so one night, she gives me a kiss, and the next morning, I had not one sip of coffee. I had no coffee. Right, I didn't want to. I wanted to savor her. And Leanne, my sister-in-law, she knows. Right, 20. Here's your coffee. I said, not drinking it. Right? Yeah, because I want to keep her essence on me. And that could have been an imaginal act. That's an actual experience. And this is what's really, really important. You want to imagine what would be an actual experience after your wish is fulfilled. And here's the cool thing. Ready? And it's that simple. One sip simple. You want to manifest a cup of coffee? Imagine a sip, right? And here's the thing. If you really nail having that sip, you're going to either get up and make the coffee, or someone else is going to make the coffee. The coffee is going to be a part of your life. Neville said, all that you do and all that befalls you comes from your state. He didn't say do nothing, period. He said you can do nothing to make it happen. And this is what's really, really cool to me, because people are going, right, nothing's happening. I'm going to add in more mind movies, more mantras, more meditations, more mood musics. I'm going to do all 4 at once. Right. And I just go, that's just fucking nuts. Right. You know, if I actually experience what implies a wish fulfilled, I'm different. So I don't gotta make a movie. All I gotta do is notice I've moved. And going back to Pauline's, the exact way you structure the question, when I move, everything moves. Everything. And that means my body, my mind, everything, because I've moved. I'm different. And so, how do you manifest up a cup of coffee? What was it like having had a sip? Now you're either going to find yourself getting out of your chair or
being moved,
or somebody else, and it doesn't matter. Yeah. But I can promise you this: the second you resist it, like I've imagined books, and I'm writing a lot of books. I'm having a lot of fun. I got a new 20-day program we're going to release very, very soon. $20, 20-day program, right? Talk about good shit. Oh, people are in the waiting room.
Quick.
That's Lynn. Cool. So we can tell when they're in the waiting room. Cool. So the but I imagine what implies people love this new little 20-day program thing. And then the 20-day program shows up in here. It shows up through here. I share it with her. Damn. Right? Damn. So that's where we play. So y'all that are here, feel free to go on video if you want to. We love seeing faces and smiles and watching when Maria sips coffee, because like I'm with you, right?
Yeah, you are. You're having your coffee. She's having hers.
Because all of it really can be one sip simple. So stay tuned, Pauline. We're going to keep exploring this, but just remember, all that you do and all that befalls you comes from your state, your systems, your strategies, what you think, how you think. That all comes from a state, which really takes us towards refining what exactly is a state. So, what do you reckon? Is that good?
I think that's very good.
Beauty.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Jesus, all kind of devices vibrating and stuff. Somebody just posted the Substack.
Oh, did they? Right there. I'm just going to plug this in. I know it's fine because it was fully charged, but it'll start charging again.
That's right.
Okay. Cool. All right. So that was for Pauline. Thank you very much for your question.
All right. Pauline Wacha.
I don't suppose Sarah's here, is she?
I don't think so. Sarah's probably in bed or something. Lynn, I agree. You're driving. How cool. Right?
Oh,
Catching
wow.
it live is what you're driving and texting. God, that's $700 in Australia.
Yeah.
That's why we bought the glasses.
Well, yeah, she might be texting through glasses.
Well, that's true. Hands free. All right. Do you yell at it? Is that how it does it? That's how it works with Victoria. Hands free. I just yell at her and shit happens.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Excellent. All right. So the next.
I'm funny, guys. Can I at least have a smile? Anyway, thanks, Fran.
Next question is from Remarkable Sarah.
Sarah.
The magic of magnitude.
That's right.
And Sarah says,
come off your cameras, or come on your cameras. Just
especially if that's why I wondered if Sarah was here, especially if
somebody be a token Sarah. Yeah.
Right. So Sarah asks, magnitude is a size, but there is no small. I noticed in the last week or so how I've played it small for so long. I celebrate noticing. Then I felt a pull in my belly. The fear of being in my belly, the fear of being too big. Too big for my britches. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. The fear of being too great, shrinking with hidden anger and acting falsely humble. Rejection and envy from friends and family. In my heart, I know I can be who I am, the love of God that can only reflect back the love with which I was created. So I'm guessing she would just like feedback on that, because there doesn't appear to be any sort of question in there.
That's fine.
It's just Sarah reflecting on magnitude and.
So we wrote. We got all these books. Holy shit! Let's find one. Look at that. Mr2020.com/books. Look at it. It's a real fucking book. Barcode. Look at my words and shit. Yeah. It's got a cover page, right? It's the Money Mirror, Mr2020books.com. So that whole book showed up based on I wanted to give a little bit to the Remarkable kids. So in Remarkable, we got a chat that's pretty lively, about an hour or two a day sometimes. Sometimes it's typey, sometimes it's this, just good fun. But I'm walking to the gate to do the power walk, and I get this idea about you've never had a money problem. You can only have a size problem. Now, I like alliteration. I like size and speed and stuff and so on, space. And so it makes a good little book. What's behind the book is magnitude. Magnitude, and this is in the book, but we didn't use the word magnitude, if I'm correct. Maybe we did. Somebody let me know. Here's the problem. People go, I am con mucho grande gusto. Yeah, they're like, and then they shrink again. You're right, like they get a bill, or the hillbillies like piss you off or something like that. Yes. Right, and then you open back up. I'm grande gusto, and it's like I need to asserting you need to be bigger is like asserting you need to raise your vibration. And it's just nuts. Suddenly we've developed something that's a preference that eliminates possibility. Now here's what's cool. Magnitude is all sizes. How many different sizes can I be? At a small size, I need small bits in order to be effective and get shit done. I need massive size to find something worth talking about. You've got so many different sizes and so many different speeds. And what happens is if you get stuck on this is a good size, this is a bad size. And for most people in the New Age community, you're going to go, I want to be bigger. And if you're raised religious, you're taught bigger is bad. In Australia, we've got tall poppy syndrome, right? Heaven forbid you toot your own horn. So we live in a land full of a whole bunch of people asserting their mediocrity. And it gets nowhere. Right. So here's what's really, really cool to me. Magnitude. There's orders of magnitude. And this is so good because when you're able to be willing to be all sizes and all speeds, you get to discover what's the size I get to be now. Perfectly fucking blissful would abandon her. Right. If I'm one with the universe
and the dogs, and
I'm not here with her.
Yeah.
A different chunk size is happy, loving husband. Another chunk size is I'm going to win this argument with you. Right? And we've all been there if you've been in a relationship. Right. And this is what's fun to me because I get to notice, you know what, at this particular chunk size. Yep. It's not that I'm wrong for wanting to be right. It's that, look at me go. Right? I'm not appropriate at that chunk size. And I can appropriate, I can appreciate, I can open up and go a little smaller and just explore different sizes and speeds.
Flexibility.
It is totally.
Yeah.
So when you really get
flexibling,
flexibling.
Yes.
Whenever you get that you came here to have all kinds of limitations. That's the other one I like. Mr2020, I'm imagining no limitations at all. I says, well, that's limiting, isn't it? Right. You're asserting that you don't want limitations. You want to be both poor and rich.
At the same time.
Right. This is going to go bipolar on you pretty quick. Worked with them people. They don't have a fun time. We came here for all the emotions. We came here for all the sizes, all the speeds. And it's like, you know what? When you can play anywhere, you're not going to have a war to stay out of anywhere. So we'll start there. Magnitudes. There's orders of magnitude. And I'll go real practical real quick. You want to build a $10,000 business? One set of strategies will do that. You want to build $100,000 business? You need a very different set of strategies. $1 million difference.
And that's not one.
A different set of strategies.
Yeah, got you.
So you can be a successful business person, but if your thing is, and the thing is, people go, oh, I want to be a billionaire, and I'm going to sell hamburgers. Well, that's a lot of fucking burgers. All the time I talk to people, it's like, let me get this right. You're going to spend $7,000 a month on expenses and sell cheeseburgers. And this is not an actual example, but it's pretty damn close when I talk to people. It's like you've got to, be willing to examine some things, because that business is not going to work like that for you. So you're trying to imagine selling, 50-cent cheeseburgers to make $1 million a month. You might want to explore someplace else instead of defining all that bullshit. So that's a little side trip. Forget that. Magnitude. How about being right size in the moment? Yeah.
So I just want to do a little call out to Stephanie. I can see you're watching from YouTube because you're Wi-Fi limited. So
right.
Hi.
Yo.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. We can see both things.
Yeah.
Cool. Orders of magnitude. How many different sizes can you play with? This is an interesting discussion, and it's so worth. Sarah and I just had a call yesterday, and we explored some of this. So honoring the different sizes of you. This is good. That's all I got for there now. Unless you got something.
No. I
cool.
Don't think so.
All right. Next.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's just with I noticed in the last week or so how I played it small, and I think that happens to everyone.
So does big.
Yeah.
So if you're playing small, you're not showing up in your life, right? Let's say if you're playing inappropriately small. I'm insisting on playing small so I can be seen, saved, helped, all that bullshit. Or so I'm not seen. Yeah, there's something there with seen and small. There are a couple derivations on that. Here's the other thing, right? I'm so big that I have to dominate everything, everyone, all the time. Right? I have an opinion about everything, even shit I don't know if they come out. Some people need to assert their bigness. Some people get to assert their smallness. And you can, in the moment, discover how big is appropriate for now. There's my buddy Gaza. Gaza, different chunk size, saying hi to Gaza. So
cool.
Thanks,
excellent.
Darling. I really love this view on the YouTube with you guys.
I think YouTube's delayed.
Yeah,
because sometimes, yes, because I look up into Zoom, and Beth, for example, is doing something like with her heart or something beautiful, and then I look down in YouTube and it's like it hasn't caught up yet, and I'm thinking, hang on.
No, Gaza will know exactly how many seconds difference it is and can put it in the chat, because he'll have all the screens up and have a timer. Look at him go. Which one do I type it into? Love you, buddy.
Luke.
Luke, I am your father.
Come over to Zoom. What are you doing over there?
So you guys that are there, feelitrealfun.com, and you can click a link and it'll take you into the Zoom. So feelitrealfun.com, click the link, come into Zoom.
Yeah, join us live or whatever that link is there. We'll bring you right in here, Luke.
Yes.
So come across.
Yeah, you can see your sister. Your sister is here.
He said, hey, Sissy. That's lovely.
Well,
all right. So that was for Remarkable Sarah. Thanks very much for your question.
Thanks, Beth. Cool. Beth's getting them in.
Cool. So the next question is actually from Remarkable Beth.
Yeah.
Pain brain.
And down on the pain brain.
So hopefully she'll join us live here soon.
Yeah, so she is here.
Yeah, she went, but she come back. Yes.
She's quick.
So, and Beth says, hello, TTMV.
Yo.
Oh, so I cracked a rib almost a week ago. Yeah, not my first squirrel rodeo. So the injury itself wasn't the interesting part, I'm noticing now.
Yes.
What caught my attention was how the pain seemed to affect my brain.
Down in the pain brain.
Talking, taking a breath, at times hurt, of course. But even more fascinating was that I couldn't really enter a space to play at all, read or write things I desire to do. Even the chat and groups felt off, like I had nothing to offer. I don't know. My inner conversations when I attempted to play felt like I had all I could do to get through my day. Why that showed up, I don't know, but it sounded like justification or blame in my heart, even though I wasn't consciously creating a story. Or was I? It was like the physical pain narrowed my cognition and shifted something where I didn't say anything or do much outside of my daily to-dos. What's happening there? When the body is in pain and it seems to limit access to play or presence without a dramatic story, where is that coming from? Thank you so much and love you both.
This is really good. Anything you want to toss in before I
Oh, just because I straight away, well, I went to Bruce first off because he's not playing at all at the moment. Like, he's obviously in pain and it just feels like he's a lot better, but there's still a lot of favoring going on in the back leg. And sometimes when I lie down with him to say hi and give him kisses and stuff, I can feel the shake, like that pain shake going through him. And it's just, it's like he's not 100% present because so much of him is absorbed in his pain. And I know I'll be like that. It's like when we hurt ourselves physically, like especially because you know this from you, and sometimes I'll do it for me. And there's this like concern, I don't know what it is, about not going over my boundary or something. I don't want to hurt it more, that physical part of me. So there's like trying to, I don't know, keep everything safe or something. Do you know what I'm, anyway, that's all I've got for the moment, but that's, I know that's where I go. For example, I'll often bash my leg into something because I'm just going way too quick. And then it's sort of like this, there's a hesitation on, hang on, I got to watch out for myself. When it's not there, it's like I never have to do that. I don't think about that. But when
you don't think,
period, no,
about that, because there's no that. In Remarkable last year, and I'll just toss this out for y'all that are in MMD or that I know, if you want to join Remarkable, chat with me about it. If you're not if we don't know you, chat with me anyway. Last year, one of the, and you guys that are in there and join there, you can get the recordings for all that. They're all in there for you. We talked about Bart being head and shoulders above the rest. That's one of the lessons Neville gave us through The Disciple of Bart. Imagination is not mental. And I'm really going nuts this year talking about this because mental is about sequence, story, survival, alliteration, apparently. And it's true. Safety. When people talk to me about safety, that tells me they're in mental, because sacred can't play it safe. Sacred started out with, yeah. In the beginning, God said, let there be something. Let there be something else. Let there be platypuses. Let there be orangutans. I mean, like, that's not safe. Making up shit as you go along, giving life to new lovely is not safe. It's sacred. It's what we do as sacred beings. What can I give life to? And y'all that were on like the shopping trip with me this morning, I only did a small portion of the shopping trip live in the Remarkable chat. But yeah, you know what I do. I'm ruthless, absolutely ruthless, loving people. And I think this is important because pain. So I worked with a guy named Vizone. Vizone was an absolute genius. And Vizone had a unique way of working on trigger points. He would have you find the one that's overactive. Everyone knows what a trigger point is. Ouch. And most people go, oh, let's just grind the fuck out of that. Right? Well, Vizone said, listen, it's already occupying too much attention. Why would you give it more? And I go, you're talking my language. Let's keep going. So he goes, so he goes, we find the trigger point, and then we find the point that is not in attention at all. And then we go, trigger point, the point that's not into attention, and we ease off while applying. And we do a breaker state. And we go back, oh, there's the trigger point. Yeah, it's down about 20%. Here's the point that wasn't in attention at all. You can find it. They're a little mushy. And you just tonify it a little bit. A little bit of a breaker state. One more.
What do you call it? A
breaker state, where you totally just step away from the cookie jar. And you touch and go, wow, that trigger point's almost dissolved. And that other point, yeah, it's firmer now.
Yeah, right.
And it's so gentle. And it's exactly what we're talking about here. Neville Goddard says indifference. If I could try to combat the pain, been there, done that, Beth, right? If I try to imagine anything that involves with I am not in pain, right? Bugger man. And it's not the negative words that don't get processed. It's called I'm still in orbit, right? I know people that are talking about their ex-wives from 40 years ago at the pool. It's like, wow, how long's it been? Right? How long has it been since they died? Yeah, how long's it been? like it's just like, why are you still talking about that? How about if we talk about Trump? At least let's make up some other bullshit. We really get stuck on survival when we need to. It's important you don't hurt your rib. That's cool. And then you get to accept, and here's my thing. When I run into problems cause me emotional pain. Software not working yesterday, hillbilly's pissing me off, right? Yeah, I've just gone into, I'm telling Victoria, they will not step foot on this property, right? It's like the wrath is showing up, shit, man. And then I'm trying to, right, let's make some videos. And my video software is FooBar. And then I get on the chat and I said, oh, well, like, it looks like it's FooBar. So yeah, I know that much, right? Give me a timeline, give me anything. And I got on with my day and I made a whole bunch of other things. And I did what I could do. And here's the cool thing. Pain is about survival. Survival involves you having a strategy. How do I not injure the rib more? How do I rest? But how can I bless while I rest? How can I bless while I rest? In other words, if I can't talk, maybe I type. Happy Living Teacher wants to teach.
Yeah, I can imagine for you, for example, a really important part of your day is the power walk in the morning.
Absolutely.
And if you'd hurt yourself too much to go on that walk, I can imagine you though sitting in the chair, hearing the traffic pass by and blessing in that way.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So you can still bless even though.
Yeah. So we get to notice. So as human, there are times when safety matters. When there's time when you need a mental strategy, perhaps I put a girdle on or something, or take a girdle off. I'm not a girl, right? Fuck, I don't know, right? We do what we do when it comes to strategy, survival, stories, but at the same time, we get to go, how do I honor my divinity here? The divinity that I am may not be able to take the power walk today, but I can sit here and stare at that traffic as it comes by. Right? And I can just sort of wiggle my ass a little bit, sort of like I'm walking. That'll activate my fascia a little bit. That's fun. And the next thing you know, the pain's not occupying all my attention. In other words, I'm doing here's the trigger. Here's the mushy bit. Really cool shit. So
you ought to go Beth, back through.
If you want to come on, if you want to demute for a second, is there anything else I can hit here for you? Or how do we do?
Can you hear me?
Oh, fuck, I got it.
Okay. I can. Okay. It wasn't so much the pain because I had Charlie and I did my normal daily things with assistance, with the girls were here, whatnot. It was my head not writing, not playing in the groups. That's where I noticed it wasn't, it was because of the injury, but it wasn't the pain that kept me from doing things. It was up here.
Yes.
So it's getting loopy here, but it was more about my headspace. being able to.
So survival, is this reverbing on anyone? Does this sound all right? I just want to make sure if we got everything going.
I'll mute again, just
cool. So under survival, we literally enter Golgotha, the skull. And we've got some limited space there. And that's cool, that's all right. So you couldn't write, you couldn't really play in the groups, there was nothing. We get to find where's the crack.
In the skull.
In the skull. The skull has there's cracks between the bones. There's always a crack. So I'm laying there. She mentions Bruce, and I'm laying there and I'm holding Bruce, right? And I've been doing energy work for 30 years, 25 years, no, 30 years. 30 years. I've done energy work and shit, and so I just hold things and do things. And so I'm holding Bruce, and I notice what I notice. I notice energy doing what energy does, but I also notice I have room in the inn for what shouldn't be there. And I go, wow, that's interesting. Because I've pondered, what if he needs surgery? What if we got to put him down? What if whatever? And it's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is all that? Right? And literally listen to my words. Jesus Christ, yo, imagination. What is all that? That ain't holy. That ain't divine. Simon Peter says, shut the fuck up, move on. Right? And so I get to occupy the space with Bruce. It's just me. And so I can ponder the heartbreak of the future, or the I don't think he's worth 10 grand or whatever, right? Or do we really want to spend this much money and possibly have him fuck him up? Yeah, all that mental shit can go on in there. In emotional pain and mental pain, it's there, back and forth. You're stuck in a small versus exploring your magnitude. And so we talk about magnitude. As I hold my dog, I don't even think about healing. I find occupation. And when there's so the occupation, at some point in the occupation, there's no room in the inside for any internal nothing. Good, bad, and different. I'm just not interested in nothing. And so, I mean, the group disappears, everything begins to disappear. Just it's happy puppy dad and puppy. And eventually that dissolves. That another magnitude is there. And so there's just love. And that's all. And then I got to trust, while all that was going on, that you all didn't die, that the universe didn't implode because I wasn't there to intervene in anything, all the crazy shit we do. And then I get up and it's like, oh, somebody posted something worth reading. I feel like writing something worth writing. And it's just lovely like that. So these different orders of magnitude. One order of magnitude, you want to write, you want to, produce. On a different level of magnitude, you just want to play. On another level of magnitude, what happens when you just are so fully occupied with being that's all you're aware of? So how's that? Yeah, feel free to push the button.
Real quick, thank you. That was it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, y'all that aren't remarkable or manifesting mastery deluxe or something, there's some magic that happens when we can weave at this speed. And this is important. I love we've done the How You Feel It Real Fun show and Manifesting Questions Live for a decade now. We're taking it to a new level here and inviting a little bit of this, because I can get as close as I can get, and Beth can say a couple words, 21 words. And I get to go, oh yeah, got it. That's the part that I'm missing. And then wisdom is woven. AI can't do this. AI can compile. It's great for that. But it can't weave wisdom. And so here we are doing a very scaled down version of what we do in the group calls and Manifesting Mastery Deluxe, Remarkable, and so on. And yeah, it's a crass commercial because the world's starving for this kind of ish
interaction. Yeah. So,
thank you, Beth.
Totally.
Let's keep rolling.
Okay. So let me just check. So
is there anything worth reading?
I don't know. So we're actually down to the last question. Oh, thank you. So if anyone, did you want to call out for a question, or we just move on to the next question?
Let's just keep rolling.
Okay, cool.
Because we want to hit this at a particular time.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
And if y'all got a question, you can type into the chat somewhere. I can possibly address it while I'm addressing Lisa's. This happens all the time. We call it parallel processing or ADHD. Right?
ADHD.
Hey, if y'all on the Facebook come across, there was a video. I am very picky about what I watch on Facebook because I've got my algorithm highly trained. And one of the things that showed up, it was for ADHD, and it showed how ADHD people that it's like it says when you have ADHD, it's like listening to two totally different songs at once. And it's sharing two songs running at the same time. And it's like, oh my God, that is my head. That's my head. That's my head. That's my head. Yeah. So if y'all come across that, share that with me, because I didn't snag it.
Yeah.
So
all right.
That was good fun.
And the last question today, I don't know if Lisa's here, is from Remarkable Lisa. I don't see her here, which is unusual. If you're here.
She may have told me she was busy or something.
She may have. Or
not.
Or if you're here and not here.
Yes.
Come live. Anyway. And sorry, Remarkable Lisa, the way you look tonight. And Lisa asks, hello, 20 in Victoria. In the glow of a single candle, I sit, swaddled in comfy clothes and a plush blanket. My pups breathe rhythmically in the dim light and deep stillness. There is little to no definition. When I rise to gather my phone to write this, I feel this sacred space I've given life to.
By the way, I'm going to interrupt. I rarely do this in this portion of the show. I want to interrupt her all the time, right? But I have to here because we're talking orders of magnitude. Lisa's describing a very vast experience, and then an experience that has some sequence.
Getting the phone.
Yeah, get the phone.
Yeah, right.
So I can get this out there and get it to you, so it'll give. You get it? This is really, really cool.
Okay. So this sacred space I've given life to, Linda posted in the main group. So what circumstances am I living from? I'm always living from an end, even if it's not my ideal end. It's still an end I chose. It's a chosen end because I haven't moved and live from my ideal end, even if I didn't make a choice that I want to make. I'm still living from a choice, just the one I don't want, but I still feel as real. I feel as real what I don't want, and that's where I'm living from. The honor of your presence is requested. What invitation is not reaching us because we cannot feel the end? The way you and I look tonight is a choice. Please elaborate. Thank you, Lisa.
What you got there?
I don't, because it went somewhere else than what I was expecting right at the end. So it was like I'm still feeling my way through it. But yeah, I really get Linda's. I really get that we're always living from an end, even though it might not be the desired wish, the ideal end. It's an end that for whatever reason we've chosen, and we're feeling from that end. I think, is that what Linda was saying?
I don't have the post with me.
Well, I'm always living from an end, even if it's not my ideal end. It's still an end I chose. So
I'll wear it back into Sarah. So there's two really big mythologies, right? And so the mythology that most of y'all grew up with, probably all y'all grew up with, was past, present, future. Time. Getting older, too young, not enough time. I got to wait that long. Time is the center of the story. Living in an end will almost always have people talk about time or experience time. Yeah, I'm living in an end. I'm the guy on a one-on-one, especially. I'm watching neurology and feeling neurology, mine and theirs. Because if I miss something from them, it's going to probably show up in my mirrored neurons. So I scan in two directions at once continuously. And here's what I notice. When someone, yep, living in the end, and the end is in the future, the end is out there. I love words and wordplay, as you all know. Crow and I have had a lot of little chats about this. Circumstance. Circum means circle. Stance is how you stand. And it's and some people say, well, that's obvious or moronic, and I just go, I can sit in a corner and drill into a cup all day long. Yeah, thinking about how am I standing in the world? What's my status? Neville Goddard says it always begins with the producer suggesting a theme. The phrase that I love is, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool to do a show like this with people on camera and do it this way and get some voices in once in a while and let people see all is real? Might be fun. But wouldn't it be cool? The problematic mind will figure out 4,000 problems to not do it. And meanwhile, the real problems will show up as they show up if we actually take action. In other words, if I'm not taking inspired action, but just noticing all that I do, then all that befalls me happens. People tell me exactly what I need at the weirdest times. It's like I have a question and somebody will mumble something right next to me or say something thinking they're answering somebody else, and I get the exact data point I need faster than ChatGPT. As much as I love the AI things to do certain things for me, wow. The real system is a lot faster. So orders of magnitude, we're always living in an end. I'm going to rephrase it to, we're always living in a space. We're always living as a space. If you get a telescope and a microscope, and one of them you look really down into, the other one you look really out into, you're going to notice it's mostly space and a little bit of stuff. And I know some fucking idiot's going to go, oh, it's really all space. I say, yeah, I get it. Right. But let's just talk your life. Your life is mostly a little bit of stuff and the space that you behold it from. How are you beholding? I will talk about here. I'm in the health food store today giving away vegetables because there's food and what food eats. And I eat food and she eats both. And there's too much food that food eats here, or there's too much what food eats here. And so I take two zucchinis.
I've grown too many zucchinis
to the health food store today.
Yes.
And it's a gift. Where's I going with this? Anyway, it'll show back up or won't. So we live from a space. The space of happy, loving husband, got it, gives the zucchinis that lovely wife says to give to some people. And so I take them, right? Now, in just a few seconds, I say, Victoria cut these 40 minutes ago. By the time I get to the second one, Victoria cut this 43 minutes ago. I'm not just saying her name. I'm speaking from a space. They know how I behold her. A few minutes later, I'm saying, that woman said, here's the world's best zucchini slice recipe. Do you want it?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking despairingly about her at all. I could use any word on the planet. But even when I say that woman, it's the space I'm speaking from.
Yeah.
So if you want to have some fun, because not everyone is wired up to do time well. I'm not. I'm a space kind of guy. And so if you notice, what is the space that you are occupying? Because that'll determine the kind of stuff that shows up in it. This is really cool. So years ago, I moved here, and we would go out to trading group meetings like 4 or 5 nights a week. And among other things, we would sing that song, Wonderful Tonight, Eric Clapton. And it was just a wonderful experience of not just sharing the words, but sharing
feeling.
Yeah. I'm trying to let the words come through, and the feelings overwhelming. Because you look wonderful tonight. That's coming from a sacred space. It's the difference between actually experiencing humor and telling a joke. I'm just not a fan of just telling jokes. I'm a fan of exploring humor. And so back to Beth and Sarah and Magnitude and Pauline. So my buddy Cube, who Anya has met. So
can I just say, sorry, Aiden is asking, how do I join the Zoom?
Howtofeelitreal.com. Hey Fran, I gotta mute you.
There because he's come through to
I'm not,
YouTube.
yeah, feelitrealfun.com.
Cool. And we will, yes.
So what happens? Cube has pleurisy. This is a couple years ago. And pleurisy is pretty painful. It's sort of like having a shattered rib or 5. So me and Cube are in the hot tub. And Cube's trying to be all serious and engage in mind and talking big words and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck me, man. I can't do this. And the more pain he's in, the more argumentative he gets. And I just I just open up a little bit. And I look up, and in the loft above the pool, there's a yoga room. That's what she would use it for. But they've got a class up there, a bunch of people who have little plastic rubber balls, and they're doing shit. Right?
Yeah.
And I go, hey, Cubie, look at that. And,
I remember this.
And he's looking. Now, Cube has pleurisy. If he coughs, it hurts, right? This is going to sound cruel, but it ain't. I'll tell you why in a second. I said, what do you think that class is called? He goes, don't know. I said, I would say that's called 45 minutes of dumb shit with a ball. And QB starts laughing. And he's like, oh, God, that hurts. Yeah, I know. And so he settles down, don't do that again. I says, okay, I won't tell that one again. Now, I got a sense of humor here. And since I am exploring humor, even though the laughter hurt him, it switched his humor, right? His core experience. And he starts getting serious again. I'm like, right, cool. Yeah. And I'm not a fan of serious. I noticed the world has fun deficit disorder. I said, hey, QB, look up at the class. He goes, yeah. 45 minutes of dumb shit with a ball. I said, yep. Let me ask you a question, Q. If I ran that class, what would it be called? And he's like, I don't know. And then he wants to talk to me about something serious. I said, no. All right, let me tell you real quick. Ready? It would be called 45 minutes of dumb shit with a ball and an asshole, right? And now he's laughing again. And at the end of the thing, he's thankful because we got out of the serious bit. When we're in pain, emotional, mental, physical, we're in pain. And cortisol has the tension to do this. And we want to avoid more pain. And that can be useful. But it's like when I'm driving the car and somebody tosses a zucchini on the road, right? I'm smashing the brakes and I'm talking, right? Immediately going off. And then I'm back to continuing my sentence, usually in about 1/8 of a second. So I got the fuck shit moment and I'm done. And that's what we're designed for. But what happens is when we go PTSD loopy, and when we stop noticing we have limitless magnitudes, we lose the magic. And so we have to survive minute by minute instead of having magical moments. And QB for months after that, yeah, all I'd have to do is say, 45 minutes of dumb shit with a ball and an asshole. And he'd get, oh my God, he's serious. I'm too serious. And it lightened him up. and we really all get to play here. Can we invite, not ho 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 to a situation, but can we invite a genuine core shimmy, shake, smile? Brucey's getting better. And I can tell you how I know, because he comes outside and he follows us around and he smiles and he picks up a ball and he just carries it. And it's just like, yeah.
Because he wouldn't even come outside.
He wouldn't even come outside. It's
and
like,
now at least he's coming outside, even though we're not throwing it for him yet.
Yeah, we're playing little games with him.
Little. And it's just so lovely. Yeah.
And it's, what do we get to do? How do we find, so I teach the power walk, and I'll close here. People tell me all the time, right? Nothing's happening. And I'm stuck in my own shit. And I say, cool. How's your daily routine? Your daily win routine? What are you talking about? Pillow Possibilities, josephgoddardtothemax.com, right? Yeah, you can watch 4,000 free videos I've made on this, or get a $27 product, josephgoddardtothemax.com. All right. Well, they probably won't do it. That's fine. And then there's the other thing. I go, look, this won't cost you a dime. Here's what I want you to do. Neville Goddard said, if you believe, you will not pass another without lifting their cross. He doesn't say walk around going happy, happy, joy, joy. I imagine peace and love across the world. Yeah, that's all distractive bullshit. But Neville said, you will not pass another without lifting their cross. And so every day I walk the fence. Lately, I've been walking with Brucey, get him moving in the morning. And every day he's moving better. But I walk the fence and I imagine lovingly for each person who drives past or who pops in. And for me, it's a specific thing for each person. I have no idea why I imagine what I imagine for most people. It's like, yep, Legos. Yep. Legos. I don't get it. Yeah. But if I look at Gaza and I'm carrots, oh, man, I have no idea what that means. But that's what shows up, and that's what I'll imagine. Gaza happy with a carrot. Yeah, I'll find out later. My mom's writing me. And I'll imagine loving me for my mom that fast, right? The Pillow of Possibility, Joseph Goddard to the Max.com routine is about, what if you honestly had 3, 7, 10 wins a day that mattered? You can do it. That'll teach you how. It'll teach you how by having you stop doing dumb shit, endless mind movies, mantras, meditations, all that stuff that take up time and cause things to take time. But the power walk is designed to get you into the master state. The master state is, I am the blessing. When I take the power walk, and what happens is it infects every aspect of my life that involves walking, which is all my life. So I can't walk without seeing another and imagining something lovely that fast. That's the state of the master state, as far as I'm concerned, of being the blessing. Versus most people tend to go, look at that guy. He's old and fat, but he's got diabetes. I can tell. Right? And they just tell a story about somebody they don't even know.
Yeah.
Because it distracts them from their bullshit, from their pain. And the real antidote to pain is, all right, how can I be the blessing, even though I'm pretty screwed up, right? But when I had gout, this is like 2.5 years ago. Yeah, fortunately, she was not here.
Yeah.
Because like the butterfly outside flapping his wings hurt. Right. Wow. I mean, it was seriously the coolest, worst pain I've ever had. And I'm laying in bed, unable to do anything. And it's like, all right, where can I play? Yeah. Oh, somebody texted me. No, don't go there. But I just found, where can I play? And once you find where you can play, you can find where else can I play. Cool. That's it. You look wonderful tonight.
Cool. Excellent.
All right. We've got Foley Nation, I believe. Cool and PA.
Yeah, it's not the Epstein Files, Foley Nation. Don't know where you got that from. I noticed Aidan was saying, because you were trying to join the show.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to rant for a second. Ready? If you don't like big boy words, go you mute yourself. It's just the Epstein Files. Is that all you fucking got?
I know.
You bring it, motherfucker. Because you're living life like that. You've got nothing else going on. You're going to come on my show and say that shit.
I know.
You're in a state of called dumbass. It's called grow the fuck up and give life to something lovely. And some people say, Neville wouldn't talk like that. You want to bet? Right? I got transcripts. Meanwhile, I challenge you. Give something to the world instead of showing up like a dick. All right?
Yeah.
How's that? That's a different magnitude.
Yep.
And it needs said, because if this guy actually chooses to grow up, right?
Something different.
Yeah, he might have a life. In other words, I give a shit about him more than I do about offending someone who's going to pretend, oh, it's all sensitive, right? This guy needs to be told, grow the fuck up. And if he does, his whole life will change. And if he doesn't, he'll be saying Epstein files on 40 other videos today. And he'll go to bed and wonder, why does his life suck? Right? There we go.
Aiden, it looks like you didn't end up joining the Zoom. You didn't work out. And you said, I'm trying to manifest something. So maybe reach out to 20.
Yeah, drop me a note. I'm easy to find and possible to escape from.
Yeah, cool. And there was Cindy. And I thought, I noticed it about been trying to manifest a home. Anyway, living in the car and freezing with the dog, but it came up with that. Sorry, don't mean to take anything away from that.
I can't bring new things into the show.
No, what I really noticed, it actually went with Sarah's magnet. Was it Sarah's about?
I tell you what, I'll run with this. Magnitude. Ready?
Yeah.
God and only God gives the desires. Right? This fuckwit wants to say Epstein files. Right? That is not a God-given desire. That's called being a dumbass. Now watch this. People want to use Neville Goddard to try to pay the phone bill again. I don't think that's a divine desire. I'm going to tell you why. Do you think God, right? Let's just pretend God's out there just for fun. The big chief says, you know what? I'm going to give him the desire to pay the phone bill again this month, but do it on time. And then you feel it real to pay the phone bill on time. And it's just horrible. It doesn't honor you or dignify God. Here is what I would consider a real desire. And some people criticize me on this, and that's fine. What if you made great money while doing what you love? Would the world be a better, brighter place? Sort of like Mr. Epstein files here. What if he was actually taking the time to comment in a way that contributed? What if you lived your life in a way? What if you could honestly accept, I can make great money while doing what I love? And the whole world is blessed. And this is where I'll run with this. I'm not saying your circumstances don't suck, but what I'm saying is, what if this was the story that you could use later when you live from a state of making great money while doing what you love? Beat to Death 23, 1989. That's my story. Right? When you get beat to death, you shit your pants. It's a bad day at work. Some people tell me I'm having a bad day at work. I don't think so. I'll tell you what a bad day at work is, right? And I get it. Some people can still have a bad day at work and it's a bad day for them. But when I live from a state where that experience serves me and blesses people. Can you take your circumstance right now and imagine that circumstance helps you help people? You get what happened there? I'm not saying imagining a home. I'm saying, can you imagine being the person? I'm talking a dwelling place. Can you imagine being the person whose story and what you did with it blesses people? You do that and you'll have a fond memory of this. Like I got a fond memory of getting the shit kicked out of me. And it is a fond memory. And this is cutting edge compared to, let's just imagine a awesome mansion and millions in the bank. That's what a lot of people are going to tell you to do. And I just think that's nuts. But when you let it be about you, can I take something real and let it really be a way that I can give to the world? Could be a nice TED Talk or part of a book. And it's the difference between my number one focus every day is blessing people. My number two is letting them bless me. Because whether or not any particular individual does, irrelevant. Because I will get blessed because I am the blessing. So cool. I would like to end with letting y'all unmute, playing the song and doing the closing, but
strawberry bits.
But we'll do that starting with the strawberry bits. So I'm going to invite everyone. Well, yeah, y'all can unmute if you want to.
If they type, maybe
and if you can type your strawberry bits, or
yes,
just yell them on top of each other.
That, of course, is our prop. Tell us your hashtag strawberry bits.
What's your strawberry bit?
There was something at the end that you said, but up till then, I really loved I know what I really love. So we're talking it. I don't know. It was probably with a few because of what I thought it was with Sarah's marriage. But when you were talking about the zone, I think it's Beth's pain question, but how he could tell, like he touched.
Yep, he touched the trigger point, and you find the mushy,
and then he'd find almost diagonally or somewhere else where it was just totally out of attention.
Yes,
and then would apply more pressure to that spot while easing off on that bit. And I remember you teaching me that because you did it to me years ago, and then you taught me, and now I can find sort of. I remember
you can do it on yourself.
The mushy bit. Where it's just not, in me. But I really love that for anything where if you're so zoned in on one thing, do you know what I mean? Like what is out of your attention? What would you like to bring more into your attention?
If there's too much, there's going to be a too little.
Yeah. It's like mentally, every part of us, you know what I mean? It can be applied to. So I really like that.
So we got a Facebook group, another one, Make Money, Make Mistakes, Make a Difference. Something like that. Make mistakes, make money. I think I put mistakes first, so most people won't find it. And I love you, Anya. Here's the thing. Make a difference, make some money, make mistakes. Right? If I focus on making a difference, I'm going to make money. Along the way, I'm going to make mistakes. Fuck it. I don't care. How many did I make today during the show? A lot. Right? It's easy. It's so easy. And here's the thing. Here's the pain. Right? The pain point at Mr. Epstein files. I could reach down and ban him in a second and say nothing. Right? Gone. Right? That's how the YouTube thing works. On the other hand, where's the mushy spot with him? The mushy spot with him is that I suspect he doesn't get that he's got any value to give to the world. That's why he shows up here and pokes at ours. And so I take a swing. I'll swing the stick. You swing a stick at me, I'm coming at you. Not to hurt you, but to let you know.
My God.
I believe in this guy more than he does. And there it is. He's got too much attention on trivial bullshit and coming here and causing mischief. And I'm inviting him, hey, here's a little bit of magic. Well, let's do it again. Let's poke at the pain point and so on. I did it at least 7 times. This is how I think. So let's talk about making money real quick, and then we'll go. Ready? You want to make money? Cool. People get so stuck on making the money, they forget to make a difference. So we get these two actually focus more on making a difference. Focus more on making a difference. I need to make money. Focus more on making a difference. And suddenly they're equal and they can dance. This is so cool to me. And I couldn't have done this without all you guys here and you. So
very cool.
All right.
Okay.
So we did the hashtag strawberry bits.
Yes.
So let's do the oh no. So we need
Yeah.
this. Yep. So I need to make this.
Excellent. So thank you so much, you guys.
So we're gonna find the show, or we're gonna find the theme song.
Theme song.
So how do we find the theme song? You just keep talking.
Right. Well, I was gonna
My
hold
videos.
up anyway. Thank you. Sorry.
My videos. Scroll down to the theme.
Anyway.
And
I'll
we
do
want
a
y'all to
thank
come
you.
off mute and come on camera. So
Yeah, and 20 wants you on camera, off
if
mute,
y'all come off,
join in our
video,
song.
join our song.
Cool.
Where the hell is it? There it is.
There
All
it
right.
is.
All right, ready? Okay, come off. Say goodbye to everyone. and we'll play the song for a few minutes. Let me do this. There it is. All right, how cool is that?
Okay.
All right, and thank y'all for showing up. We really appreciate it. It'd be pointless to do it without you. There's Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
Lynn and Anya and Beth.
Hey.
Anya. Fran, come on. Ria. And who's down the bottom? Mary.
That's Mary.
I don't think Mrs. Note Taker will.
Yeah,
Hey.
Songs in a brand new life. Words to the life we choose. We sing a song. Welcome inside out. So keep it real. Not down. It's quite a long song to end the show with.
We'll do a shorter version. That's all right. We'll go to the next bit.
It'd be different if they could read the words.
Yeah.
How goes that? So you notice how fast we went from a problem to a possibility? Wouldn't it be cool? You said that. Yeah, looks like a screenshot.
The words do help.
All right.
Come on.
Love you guys. Have a lovely day. Thanks for showing up.
You
Thank you,
too.
guys.
Kids, we got to call them.